Welcome everyone to another video here on Khaldor TV. Today we are going to talk about something that is a little bit easier to swallow than the racism discussion that we had going on the last time. I wanted to tell you a bit of a story, and I wanted to record this video for quite some time right now, but I had to get permission first, so here I am. And I wanted to tell you one of the things on a little bit of a story that happened just recently. So the other day I'm at my apartment with two Korean girls that I know, and they are both completely fluent in English, and we were just talking a little bit about thousands of things. And pretty interesting for the story is that one of them has actually a German boyfriend. No, it's not me. So we were talking about like everything and nothing, like the entire time. And at some point we kept talking about Valentine's Day. I think it was back in March when we actually were there. So we talk a little bit about Valentine's Day and how the Korean Valentine's Day is very, very different from the European one, or the one that you usually celebrate in the Western world. Because what happens on Valentine's Day in Korea is that only the girls give their boyfriends presents. That's all that happens. And then a month later, they have another holiday, which is called White Day. And on White Day, it's the other way around. So the guys are now obliged to give their girlfriend a present and take her out and all these things. So it's a little bit different. It's very similar to Valentine's Day in China and also in Japan, at least from what I was told. But it's very different from at least Europe, because in Europe what usually happens is we only have one holiday, and it's only the Valentine's Day or the 14th of February. So the boyfriend gives the girl a present, and if in case they are in a relationship, usually they both exchange presents, and the guy takes out the girl to a fancy restaurant or whatever. So that was one of the things that we were talking about for quite a bit, and I mentioned that it's actually kind of sad for them that they are living in Korea, because if not, they would receive presents on Valentine's Day. And the girl with the German boyfriend just turns around to me and is like, well, but you guys have a holiday 1 month after Valentine's Day in Europe too, in Germany. I'm like, no, we don't. She's like, yeah, of course you do. I'm like, no, we only have Valentine's Day. The Valentine's Day is the only thing. So you usually exchange presents, but that's all that happens. Like, no, I'm pretty sure I was in Germany and my boyfriend explained this to me. I'm like, no, what the hell are you talking about? That's definitely not the case. We have only one thing. No, you have blowjob day. I'm like, what? What did you just say? It's like, well, a month after Valentine's Day, there's a holiday in Germany and it's called Blowjob Day, and well, the girl has to give the guy a blowjob. And I'm like, I was just sitting there, completely falling apart, and just thinking to myself, oh my god, dude, you are a genius. You are awesome. I mean, the whole thing is complete and utter fabrication. There is no holiday called Blowjob Day in Germany, and I don't think that exists anywhere in the world. But she was totally convinced, and I could just picture it in my head that they are having sex, and the guy is like, hey, I would really like you to give me a blowjob. And she's like, well, no, I don't want to. And he's like, well, you know what? It's actually Blowjob Day. You know what that means? I mean, it's the 14th of March. It's a month after Valentine's Day. And she's like, well, I don't really want to, but, well, if it's a holiday, I guess I have to, right? So I was trying to explain to her that that holiday actually does not exist. And I couldn't stop laughing. The other girl was completely like cracked. I mean, she was like lying on the floor laughing. And we were both just looking at the one with the German boyfriend. I couldn't believe actually that she said that. And I asked around because I'm like, well, I'm not quite sure. Maybe that exists. And then just nobody told me, which would be quite the loss for me. But, well, you don't know. So I was actually asking other people from Germany, and they all confirmed that the day doesn't really exist. But I found a few that told me that there's apparently like a custom that they have in some area in Germany. I don't know exactly where it is, where it's a bit of a tradition to have like a cook and blow day. So the girl has to cook for the guy and then blow him. At least that's the theory behind it. I'm not sure if that is actually like being celebrated, but it was really, really funny. So she just couldn't believe it that their boyfriend lied to her. I don't really want to imagine the conversation that they had the very evening or maybe the next day. So I guess that he's probably now pretty angry with me. But when I heard that the first time, I was just cracking up. I mean, she was standing there with a straight face and was like, "No, you have something like this too. You have blowjob day." And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So that was a bit of a cultural difference here right there. So where you could see that things are sometimes a little bit different, and that you should not believe everything that people tell you. I had quite the laugh. I hope that you enjoyed the story at least a little bit, and that's all that is to for today. So next time we're probably gonna talk a little bit about the difference in culture between the Western culture and Korea again. But for today, I just wanted to try to make you laugh a little bit about that. I certainly had a great time when that happened, and I wanted to share the story with you. Make sure that you upvote the video if you like the story and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and of course also subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.